let's work on this example also. The example says resolve 8x minus 28 all over x raised to power 2 minus 6x plus 8 into partial fraction. I said when any question is given, what you consider first is the power of the numerator greater or equal to the power of denominator. That is the first thing you will ask yourself. Is the power of the numerator greater than or equal to the power of denominator? If you watch this, you discover that the power of the numerator is less than the power of the denominator. So we don't have problem from that side. But when you check the denominator itself, you discover that this is factorizable. Now, x raised to power 2 minus 6x plus 8 is factorizable. You cannot solve it like this. So we put it into a prime factor. How do we do that? We say x raised to power 2 minus 6x plus 8. Now, you say in factorization, we look for two numbers that when you multiply them, it will give you 8. When you add them or subtract, it will give you 6x. Did you get what I said? Look for two numbers that two factors that when you multiply them, it will give you 8. When you add or subtract, it will give you this one. Now, the two numbers that will do that for us are x raised to power 2 will be minus 2x minus 4x, and this is plus 8. I said the two numbers will be minus 2 and minus 4. When you say minus 2 multiplied by minus 4, the answer will be equal to plus 8. Now, but when you say minus 2 minus 4, the answer will be equal to minus 6x. Now, we proceed. From this step, we say we solve factorization by grouping. Are you getting factorization by grouping? That is x raised to power 2 minus 2x, you bracket them, minus, you open another bracket and say 4x. Now, you discover that you are going by factorization by grouping. You say here now will be minus 8 instead of plus 8, because if you use minus to open the bracket, you will bounce back to this. Are you getting me? Minus will give us plus. Now, we say we check the two brackets and know exactly what each of the bracket is having in common. This one is having x in common. We factor out x, and that is x open bracket x minus 2 minus. Now, in this bracket, what are they having in common? We say 4. We factor out 4, and this is open bracket. Now, x minus 2, such that when you use this to open the bracket, you bounce back to this place. Now, from this, it is compulsory that this bracket and this bracket must be the same thing. What do? We say x minus 4, that is this x and this minus 4, bring them together and pick one of the brackets, x minus 2. Now, instead of us using x raised to power 2 minus 6x plus 8, we will now go by x minus 4 and x minus 2. Are you getting what I'm saying? We are just starting off the solving. And that is to say that 8x minus 28 all over x raised to power 2 minus 6x plus 8 is still the same thing as 8x minus 28 all over x minus 4 x minus 2. Now, we pick it up from this We pick it up from this place. And that is 8x minus 28 all over x minus 4, x minus 2 will now be equal to a all over x minus 4 plus b all over x minus 2. As we'll be solving the remaining examples, I will be unveiling some secret that you should know as regard to this a and b. You know, a and b being a constant, you apply a and b when the denominator is linear. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say. If you check this place now and this place, they are both of power 1. So anytime you see something like this, you just go by only a and b. And the situation whereby x is of power 2 here, or this is of power 2, I will still show you how to solve that type. Now from this we have that, what's the LCM of this? This is equal to, you draw your line, what is the LCM? X minus 4, x minus 2. Now, when this and this goes, we'll be left with a open bracket x minus 2. This and this will cancel each other. And in this side, this and this will cancel each other. We'll be left with b open bracket x minus 4. What do we do from this point? We know what we consider from this is the numerator. Don't forget that the whole of this is just the same thing, they are identical. Now from this point, what we do is we consider the numerator. When you get to this point, what we do is we consider the numerator, and that is 8x minus 28 will be equal to a open bracket x minus 2 plus b open bracket x minus 4. Now from this we have that from the two formulas you are now the one to decide either to go by substitution or to go by comparison. Now we look for any value of x that will make either of the brackets to be equal to 0. Let x be equal to 2. All these things you have just look for any value that will make either this bracket to be equal to 0 or this one to be equal to 0. We are now saying let x be equal to 0, such be equal to 2, such that when you insert it, in fact, let's do the solving. From this place that 8, you substitute the value of x, which is 2, minus 28 equal to, in this place we have that a, say 8 in brackets x, which is now 2, minus 28 is equal to a open bracket 2 minus 2 plus b open bracket 2 minus 4. Now from this point we have that 2 multiplied by 8 will be equal to 16 minus 28 is equal to a open bracket 2 minus 2 is 0 plus b open bracket 2 minus 4 will be equal to minus 2. Now 16 minus 28 will be equal to 12 equal to, now a multiplied by 0 will be 0, b multiplied by minus 2 which is equal to minus 2b. Now from this we have that minus 2b which is equal to, this and this is just the same thing, this and this is the same thing. We now divide both sides of the equation by, this is minus 12, this is minus 12, such that when you multiply minus to both sides of the equation, this and this will go. Since we are having minus in both sides, this and this will cancel each other. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, we have 2b is equal to 12. We divide both sides of the equation by 2 in order to make b the subject of the formula. Now, b will be equal to 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Now, we've seen the value of b. The next thing we'll go for is the value of a, and we'll still use the same approach. Notice, we are having 2 brackets. So it is expected that you will do it in 2 times. And we've done a part where this one is equal to 0. You now go for a part where this one also will be equal to 0. Now we say, from this point also, from this place also, this point, we say let x be equal to 4. Now 8 open bracket 4, just substitute the values of x, the value of x in the, this is minus 28 equal to a open bracket 4 minus 2 plus b open bracket x, 4 minus 4. Now 4 by 8 will give us 32. 32 minus 28, and this is equal to a. 4 minus 2 will give us 2 plus b open bracket 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Now 32 minus 28 will be equal to 4, and this is a multiplied by 2 will give us 2a. Now from this point we say b multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. We are now left with 4 is equal to 2a. What do? We divide both sides of the equation by 2 in order to make a the subject of the formula. That is, a is equal to 4 over 2. Now a is equal to 2. From this point, a is equal to 2. Hence, a is equal to 2, comma, b is equal to 6. Now, we've gotten the value of a and b. We place them. That is 8x minus 28 all over x raised to power 2 minus 6x plus 8, which is equal to 8x minus 28 all over x minus 4 open bracket x minus 2. That is 8 minus 28 all over x minus 4 open bracket x minus 2 is now equal to 2 all over x minus 4 plus 6 all over x minus 2. This is the final answer, that 8x minus 28 all over x minus 4 x minus 2 is equal to 2 all over x minus 4 plus 6 all over x minus 2, and this is the final answer. If you care to check, just substitute the value as usual. If you see that this video interesting, do it to click the share button, comment, like, and subscribe in order to follow my other teachings. Thank you for watching.